Good job, Richard.
So you're just staying in there, being insistent. I go over and get some help from a gentleman, and maybe I mentioned this earlier in the week, but he doesn't ride his horses real bridled up, with a lot of constant contact like some rank cow horse trainers do. He rides pretty free, but he tells me, he says, they just can't pull on the bridle reins. That sounds like a pretty simple third grader statement. They just can't pull on the bridle reins, but within that statement, I mean, it means everything to those horses, and he's got some of the most competitive horses in the world. The guy is phenomenal, the way he can train a horse, and he just insists. I remember going to a Les Vogt clinic one time, and he used that word, and he can be pretty tough on horses over the years as his training deal has evolved, but he's a major player for a long time, and he says, when I ask, I just insist. They just have to. I try to be fair, I try to be reasonable, but I'm not going to let them say, well, no, not today. No. So I just insist that they do it, and of course with that is a lot of responsibility that we don't ask for, thus insist on more than what our horse can handle. The horse is going to blow up, and it's going to fall apart. But when I make a reasonable request, it's not an idle threat. Hey, you got to be right, you got to be there. See, and every time she argues like that, you got to fix that. And every time you don't, it's just going to make her that much prettier next time. Every one of our horses.
Now notice she's not, the flies aren't bothering her.
Yeah, you notice that? All of a sudden the flies don't bother her ears one bit.
Oh, that flinging around.
That flinging around thing.
Yeah, we got her busy. I mean, she started or whatever, but yeah, we just got her busy and cleaned out the cobwebs a little bit. Just be there for me, babe.
I like what I see right away, Richard.
Yeah. So anyway, just some ideas for Julie. This was a tough old mare. Good thing that Julie owned her. She don't tell where she would end up if Julie hadn't given her a chance, because she was a tough old gal. Sarah about threw up her hands. So, of course, how many years ago was that? Three
years ago.
So Sarah was a little bit younger, and this old mare come out, rah, rah, and Sarah trying to beat her away.
That's what she needed, a big stick to beat her off, no doubt.
A very big stick after that. It got tough. I mean, this mare was arrogant and disrespectful, and from whatever her background was, just these things happen.
This horse,
so now
she was dangerous.
She rider, she can do a million things with her, but we've got to get some things refined. There are some things that are too coarse right now for the amount of training and rides that this mare has. I don't want Julie to be describing her horse next year and the year after. Well, she's just a green horse, and she is green, but I don't want her to stay green.